Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B, /DJ Cornell B in the house, back again with another video. It's match preview time of Lincoln City versus Burton Albion, where us, Lincoln City, will be taking on Burton Albion tomorrow night, on Thursday night, at the LNER Stadium. Honestly, before I get in the video, I have to say thank you very much to the 712 subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. Honestly, I can't believe how far I've got, honestly, after working so hard to get it up to 700. It is absolutely amazing. Honestly, if you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. Make sure you smash a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Love to get it up to 713. It'll be very appreciated. So let's get into the video. So tomorrow, us Lincoln City will take on Burton Albion at home. Honestly, our objective is to basically go on and take all 3 points. We all know it's going to be a very tough game, which it will be, because Burton Albion are a very good side. Honestly, we've got JJ McKeon on loan there. Honestly, he might not be able to play against us because he's on loan from us Lincoln City. But they have got some very good, very valuable players like Charlie Webster, who I think we should be looking at when we get into the championship next season, because honestly, what a player he is. I mean, to come that far where he's come from is just unbelievable. And honestly, we've made a very good start to the January transfer window. We signed 2 players. We've signed Josh Houlihan. We've signed Alfie Lloyd, despite that some are obviously doubting him and they're not so sure what he's going to bring. But, you know, we've got a replacement in for Justin Abiku. So it is kind of like interesting how he's going to fit in and things, but he'll be fine. And, you know, the players obviously will get to know him better. And Alfie Lloyd will definitely be one player that I feel that will really make his proper impact known. I think he will give a huge battle to Freddie Draper, honestly, who's been in amazing form with 6 goals this season. But look, I think we cannot judge until we see him play on the pitch. Until he plays on the pitch, then we can sit down here and give our views and our opinion. But until then, we can't. Because he's just come to the club and, you know, we cannot be judging the book while it's covered. So, you know, it is what it is with that. I'll be very interested to see if Alfie Lloyd will get his debut tomorrow. And even if he does, I would like to see him and Street link up together. I think it would be very good. No disrespect towards Draper, because I think Draper does need a rest, to be honest. And I think probably the next game against Bradford, I think Draper could actually play. But I would like to see Alfie Lloyd and Street linked together. I think it would be really good, honestly. Obviously, we all know about Rico Hackett being in amazing form this season. Absolutely been sensational since coming back from injury, just like Jack Moylan and so on. Obviously, hearing the interview yesterday with Michael Skubala. Michael Skubala is obviously not messing about, honestly. He stated that we are not done in the January transfer window. I think there's more coming. Obviously, I still believe we need another second striker, but we need a striker that's going to bring experience to our team. And if anybody had asked me and said to me, Cornell, which striker do you think, which other striker that Lincoln City needs to bring in, I'd be looking at maybe a Mackay Langstaff or a Tom Bradshaw. It would be very awesome if he was to come in, if out of those two would be able to come in, just to work around the likes of Draper and Street, and obviously Alfie Lloyd as well too, who's also new to us. But obviously, look, the positive side of things, that there are some players that are not far away from coming back from injury. Obviously, Oscar Thorne is still behind, but obviously it's still good news. You know, he's not far away. Jackson's not far away from coming back. Obviously, Ben House is the same, Tom Bayliss and so on. It's pretty obvious, and you know, honestly, I think once we get those players back, then the squad depth is going to be even more fantasticer, and I think it will give Michael Skubala even more options of who to pick and who not to pick, because obviously you can clearly see that Michael Skubala is very happy with the options that he has. What do I think the lineup could be for tomorrow? Obviously, it's going to be a bumper crowd tomorrow. I think it's going to be George Wickens in goal, obviously. Doriqua, Hamer, Bradley, and Adam Reach. Midfield, definitely McGrandles and Valameith in midfield. Despite that, I do think we need a midfield, but obviously I think the club might even just wait until Bayliss comes back next month, obviously. But I think Rico Hackett, Moylan, I won't be surprised if if Lloyd plays on that side. But look, I think I'll be very interested to see if Eric Ring gets an opportunity playing on that right side, because I think when Eric Ring plays on that right side, I think we see the very best of him already. But this is what squad depth does. But it wouldn't be surprising if Ring probably plays on that right side, or even Dom Jeffries, because I think when Dom Jeffries comes into the fold, it's always a different ball game with Dom Jeffries. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I think probably on the wings, I think it could be Rico Hackett, Moylan, and Jeffries playing, and then I think it could be Lloyd and Street. I think will play. It wouldn't be surprising if Lloyd makes his debut tomorrow, and I would love to see him cap it off with a goal. It would be very, very fantastic. But that's the team that I think that it could be, and stuff. Even though I think I would just still carry on going with Street and Draper up front, but I think with what Leyton Orient fans talk about Alfie Lloyd and thing, I think Alfie Lloyd. I wouldn't be surprising if Alfie Lloyd makes his debut tomorrow against Burton Albion. Burton Albion are a very good, decent side. I think they've shown how good they are, and I think they're true underdogs just like we are. As I say, not every game is going to be easy. It's going to be tough, but as long as we take all 3 points, obviously we have to learn to keep hold of the lead, because against Luton we obviously was 2 goals up, and then after that, then we just gave the game away. But honestly, I think everybody's more talking about that stunt that George Wickens pulled. But look, listen, we got a point at the end last Saturday. We can be very, very proud of it. But Burton Albion will obviously bring what they've got, and try and find a way to make things life difficult. But I think as long as we stay impact, we stay calm, we take the game to them, we have possession of the ball, we try and score first to put them on the back foot and put their fans on the back foot, then we'll be all right. But that is the team that I think that we will put out, that I think Skubala will put out. The score prediction, it'll be a very, very tough game. My heart and soul is actually saying 1-0, 2-0. But every time I always say that, it always backfires. But I'm me, I'm an optimist, and I like to see the optimist side of things. So I think I would like to see us win 2-0, obviously, and keep hold of the lead. If we can get a third, it would be very, very nice. But I can definitely see us, Lincoln City, scoring first with the clinicalness of Rob Street and Freddie Draper and possibly Alfie Lloyd. So it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting what lineup Michael Skubala is going to go with. What formation is he going to go with? It'll be very interesting. But honestly, tomorrow is going to be a bumper crowd tomorrow, and us Lincoln City are looking forward to the challenge and obviously trying to find a way to make sure that we maintain our automatic promotion spot, carry on our promotion push from now to the end of the season. Us Lincoln City are going to be fine this season. Believe me when I say it. Thank you so much for watching the Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B, for /DJ Cornell B in the house. Let me know your comments in the box, in the comment section as well, and tell me your thoughts. What do you think? Who's going to score first? Are we going to see Alfie Lloyd make his debut tomorrow night? What do you think the score's going to be? Who do you think's going to line up? Who do you think Michael Skubala's going to line up tomorrow? And honestly, let me know your thoughts about Alfie Lloyd signing this week, obviously, and what do you think he's going to be like in an Imp shirt? Thank you very much for watching the Imps View podcast show. Up those Imps. I'm out.